Welcome back, Motorheads. This is Project Car Finds on Facebook Marketplace. This week we take a trip through Colorado. Up first, 1963 Buick for $2,500. This one here is a roller, has no motor or transmission, $2,500 best offer, must sell ASAP. Well, if you got your good motor and transmission just sitting around there and you're looking for a body little vessel to put it in, this one here might be for you for the price. You don't see a whole lot of this body style Buick being put back on the road anymore. Matter of fact, I haven't seen one of them in quite a while myself. What do you guys think of that price on this little Buick here? Would you give him that? Leave it down in the comments. Up next, 1977 Chevrolet Monte Carlo for $3,300. Not much information other than it runs and has T-tops. Well, it should go without saying this is a T-top car. You better really look those floors over and see what kind of condition they are, because they like to leak and they like to rot them out quite quickly, especially if you're any place where the snow's at and they use salt and all that good crap. It usually just rots the car away. But overall, the body doesn't look to be in too bad a condition here, from what you can see in the pictures. And the interior, other than look like somebody's been gnawing on the headrest, it might be fairly complete. What do you guys think of this one here, and what do you think of that price? Leave it in the comments. Up next, 1968 Dart with a V8 for $1,455. Seller claims this one here just needs a belt for the water pump and an alternator. Just swapped in a new 318. Now this one here is a 4-door, and 4-doors don't get a whole lot of love, but for the price, this one here you might want to reconsider. This one here appears to be a daily driven project car that he actually had video of the car running up and down the road. What do you guys think of this, and what do you think of the price? Up next, 1963 Olds for $6,000. This one's rumored to be very restorable and in great running condition. Now, if you're into the old 60s Oldsmobiles, this here might be a good buy for you, because it actually doesn't look to be in too bad a condition. Overall, I think this would make somebody a really nice car. I think it's a little high on the price side, but I still think this car is worth showing some love and rescuing and keeping it on the road. What do you guys think of that price? Leave it down in the comments. Up next, 1955 Pontiac for $6,450. Well, I'm thinking, the devil's lettuce is legal there in Colorado. I think he got a little happy and then forgot what he was doing when he went to put the description. Because the description says he's got a 55 Buick with a title. And this is obviously a 55 Pontiac. Anyway, if you're interested in the car, definitely look at the title. Make sure it says Pontiac, not Buick, if you decide to purchase. And he also wants $50 more for the milk crate. No, but serious. Overall, I don't think it's in too bad a condition. If you're into the old Pontiacs, I do not like that price. Up next, 1969 Ford LTD for $5,500. Well, boys and girls, if you're interested in this one, you better hurry up and buy it for $5,500, because he says in a month he'll have it 100% and he'll want $17,000 for this POS. Told you the devil's lettuce is legal in Colorado. This is going to reflect some prices. Now, if you're into these, it probably wouldn't be a bad little car to pick up. I mean, the body doesn't look to be in too horrible shape, but I damn sure wouldn't give him anywhere what he's asking for it or what he's projecting it's going to be worth when he's done in a month. Up next, sold 1958 Ford Wagon for $4,500. This little wagon's got a 6-cylinder in it, doesn't currently run, also has a clean Colorado title. If you're into the wagons, this one here really doesn't look to be in too bad a condition. Me personally, I like the 57 better, I like the nose better, I don't like 58, 59, but that's just me. Overall, I think this will make somebody a pretty cool and little decent little hot rod wagon. If you could get it for the right price, I think $4,500 might be a reach. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Up next, 1956 Mercury for $4,500. This is a non-running vehicle and it also does not have a title. Now, you can get a title for these. It just takes a little finesse and a lot of paperwork, a little hoops to jump through. But if nothing else, this here would make a good parts car for somebody who's got a 2-door version of this car, because everything looks to be pretty solid on this car. The quarter got a little bit of stuff, but there's still a lot of good usable parts on this car here. But I damn sure if I was going to use it for a parts car, I don't think I'd give it that kind of money for it. But if I had a plan on getting a title and putting it back on the road, I still don't think I'd give him that kind of money for it. But that's me. What do you guys think of this one here? Leave it down in the comments. Up next, got a 1954 Mercury for $13,500. This one here got the running V8 in it. It also says that at this price, it won't last long. Well, it's been on here for over 2 months, so it's lasted a lot longer than I think he was planning. However, this one here is really not in a whole lot better shape than that 56 was, and so I think he's a little way off on the price of this. Do I think this will make somebody a pretty cool little hot rod? Yes, I do, but not at that price. What do you guys think of the price? Up next, we got a 1964 Ford Galaxie for $13,000. This one here is rumored to have a 289 with a 3-speed with around 55,000 miles. Now, I'm not a Ford guy, but the 1964 Ford Galaxie is one of my favorite Fords on the entire planet, but it's got to be the two-door hardtop. This one here happens to be a four-door hardtop, and I think it's a beautiful car, and I would spend a little higher bit of money if this was a two-door. But overall, I think this is a very nice original car. I think this would make somebody a perfect little project, but I think you're going to have to really get that at a whole lot better price to make this worth your while. Up next, 1954 for $37.50. This one here is going to need a little bit of love in the engine department. Apparently the flathead needs to be rebuilt in this one here, but does have a flathead with a 3-speed. Well, if you're a fan of the old shoebox Fords, this one here might be right up your alley. Overall, I don't think this one's in too bad a shape, but I think this one here makes somebody a pretty decent hot rod. If you're into the patina, this one definitely has it. What do you guys think of that price? Leave it in the comments. Up next, 1963 Oldsmobile for $11,950. Seller states in good condition, everything works, low mileage, and it has a V8. Now looking at the pictures, this car does photograph well, and the body appears to be in really decent shape on here. Is it really worth $11,950? Not in my world, it's not worth $11,950. I think I would go back to the other one earlier in the video for $6,000 and make me a whole lot better deal on the other one. Up next, got a 1961 Chevrolet Bubble Top for $10,000. This one's rumored to have a 283 with a 3-speed, and the seller says they're not sure if the engine will turn over. These old Bubble Tops, these were some beautiful cars when they came out. They still are beautiful cars when they're done right. $10,000 when you look at a car in this shape does seem quite a bit high. I'm not going to lie, it makes you sick thinking about spending that kind of money on something like this. But these Bubble Tops are getting scarce. They are harder to find, and they are a very sought after car. Now, if everything is correct on this car, number matching, it might be worth the closer to the $10,000 mark they are asking for this car. I don't say this very often, but sometimes you got to pony up or something like this because you just don't come across them very often. I'm being serious. Don't like the price, makes me sick, but that's what it is. Up next, 1975 Plymouth Duster for $17,000. Seller claims this one here is a good daily driver, very economical, and gets lots of compliments everywhere. Gets good fuel mileage because it's got a 6-cylinder under there. Boy, you can just about see the smiles leave the people's face and they watch that person jump into that car waiting for them to fire it up so they can hear that monstrous mountain motor just pounding at the ground. Then they hear the little meep coming out of that little 6-cylinder. For God's sakes, this car ain't worth $17,000. That's a cool looking car. Makes somebody a hell of a nice driver, but $17,000, I think you're swinging for the fences here, my friend. It is a good looking car. What do you guys think of this? Leave it down in the comments. Well, that's all I got for you today. If you liked today's video, smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.